Hi there, I'm Maria Esposito. I'm a nutritional therapist, a craniosacral therapist, and a health coach um, with mindfulness practice, and I suggest to my clients, adults, but I work also from babies. And today I want to talk about what's going on with babies and a possibility that the more you do when they're babies, the life that they have, especially with IBS or any other intestinal tract problems later on in life. And I have been a nutritional therapist for 25 years. We all knew then, um, with all the research and with all the practice and all my own experience as well, that the gut is so essential for not just the intestinal tract, and to avoid and prevent certain intestinal tract problem like IBS, possibly IBD or Crohn's disease. We don't know yet for sure, but there is a possibility that can be helped. It can be also, now there are lots of research, we knew then as well, about the intestinal tract and the intestinal tract bacteria, whatever you have, connecting to the brain. We also know that the cognitive behavior of a child or an adult can actually be improved, or even have a different, in a positive way, behavior um, from what bacteria they have to start with. Now, whatever I'm just sharing here, and it's for you if you're pregnant to be aware of it. And if I'm in a belief, my beliefs is that you can find a solution at any time, any age, no matter what. So whatever it is for suggestion to improve. If you're pregnant, if you have a baby now, the possibility of finding a solution that suits you. Now, if you're pregnant, great, because you have a lot of kind of power over how things will be with your baby. So you can have, and if you are watching this, you want to know more, so you can start eating better nutritionally, more vegetables, fruits, which you might already do, and whole grains and everything that suits you. Obviously, I work with overreaction to food and environment. If you have that possible, just to avoid some food, but just compensate with a lot of goodness there. And that's what I do in my nutritional advice in pregnancy and later when you're breastfeeding. Now, we talked about the bio field, or the bio micro importance of having those really good bacteria. And if you are going to have a normal birth, vaginal birth, the first good bacteria are from you and from the baby, as they actually get the good bacteria from your skin as well, contact with skin to skin. There are lots of research on that. And your colostrum if you're breastfeeding, and milk, all that promotes the microbiome of your baby. Now, there are lots of study now that there are lots of research that they connect the microbiome of the mother and that baby is unique to each of us. And that microbiome is promoted by breastfeeding and skin-to-skin contact, and obviously vaginal natural birth. Now, if you already had a baby and you haven't, and also that important is if you have a tendency of having thrush in the past, or you have candida or any type, then try to increase or to promote with good bacteria, to take them. I took them for my entire pregnancy, in case I didn't, have promote those good bacteria with good food, good prebiotics, which is vegetables, fruits, and all those things. Promote the health of your intestinal tract, so that your baby, if you do a vaginal one, will have a really good bacteria. And as I mentioned, there are research now that each of us has got our own microbiome, and the microbiome of the mother will change also during pregnancy, it seems like, and the microbiome of your child is particular. Your baby will be particular to him, and the promotion of certain bacteria through vaginal and breastfeeding is essential for the development of cognitive behavior later on in life. And we know that the intestinal tract is so important. Anyway, I knew it 25 years ago when we started working in the clinic with toddlers and children and adults, how important that is. And the more you start from the beginning, the better. Now, if you already had a baby and is having a lot of colic and a lot of problem with the intestinal tract already, and for any reason that they had to take antibiotics, that you had to take antibiotics, and it was C-sections, and for some reason you're struggling right now, if you have a baby that you're struggling to breastfeed, well, do look for craniosacral therapy. Do look for lactation consultant first. Craniosacral therapy. In case they have a tongue tie, do sort that out. Do promote or try your best to have breastfeeding rather than just topping up. If that is not possible for any reason, please do not be concerned, because there is always a solution. Okay. So even though there are lots of research about, this and promotion, there is also the possibility that you can add the friendly bacteria into the bottle feeding. The contact with skin to skin is also very important. So it doesn't matter if you can't breastfeed, you can still have that skin to skin contact, and while you are bottle feeding with your baby. And if that, again, the skin to skin is possible. For any other that is not possible, there is always skin to skin with the father, with skin to skin with the carer. So it can be possible. And probiotics, as I said, in case it can be done. Donor milk, if it's possible, will promote the friendly bacteria and the microbiome of the child, of the baby, even though there are research saying that actually the microbiome of the mother and the baby is connected, and only the mother milk can promote the particular baby's microbiome or their own microbiome. Now, again, if then or not possible, none of this is possible. So you can't do skin to skin for some reason or another, or any of those, then there is always, and this is an essential thing, and I believe in this, always unconditional love for the baby. Just give all the love, cuddle. Do not worry, concerned of people saying you're going to spoil the baby or the child that wants to be cuddled, wants to be held. That love will grow will make that baby grow into a very healthy mentally and child, adult. So research are great, but as microbiome, as microorganism, and big organism that we are, that we have trillions of cells, and all is in energy. And the more positive energy, the more love, the unconditional love that you give to that child, to that baby, the more they will grow in a beautiful big organism, a human, that they can get, and they can get the best of it. So, and the rules, some rules, each baby is different, so some rules might not or child is different. So some rules also might not be appropriate for either the baby or the child. Now, remember that the intestinal tract does not have teeth, so and is not formed until fully functional until 2 years old, 3 years old, but formed or closed well, and with all those enzymes to break down the food until 6 months. So don't be in a hurry. Remember that the baby hasn't got teeth, so starting with things that they can't chew well, or even that too hard to chew, and they can ingest them, it can cause a little bit of problems later on. Might not, but there is always this question when I do work with adults. Is like, oh, my corn, and we are just a little bit specific here. The corn, I kind of see my corn, I eat my corn, and it just goes directly on the other side. Well, you have to chew the corn. The gut doesn't have that to break down the corn, so you have to chew your food as an adult. Now, going back to the IBS, there is my beliefs again, and my experience for the past 25 years and the past 13 years with babies as well, is support the intestinal tract as much as possible. Do help stabilize. It's from babies there's a grounding. It's like a grounding foundation. So if you can't if you didn't have a vaginal birth, if you didn't manage to get your probiotics during the pregnancy, if you didn't get the ideal birth that you wanted, and you, for some reason or another, you can't, or decided to not breastfeeding for any other reason, there is, the next best thing is either donor milk, breast milk. If that is not possible, because obviously that milk, depending on the mother health and how good it is, the bottle fed, just give the probiotics. I usually use a certain brand that are good and they have had good results with them, so I will not mention them here. You can actually book an appointment with me as a for your baby. And also that love, that if they had a trauma and the mothers had a trauma, just with craniosacral therapy is an amazing therapy that will get that baby in a state of bliss for yourself and for their lives. Again, love is also the answer. Just mention, I'm sure somebody else has said that, but love, I work from my heart. Connect with the baby from my heart, with people, adults, with the heart. And when that happens, it opens up the heart to everybody else around. And again, this is if you're in a position that you're pregnant, you have a baby, you have a toddler. Even a toddler, you still have plenty of time to really get that done. Now, I know I know that there is, that quite a lot of research also say that as an adult, once that is done, your friendly bacteria do not stick. I've seen people taking really good brand and changing the diet and sticking to doing the test and having that before and after, and they do stick. Now they might take it for life, but it's okay. It's better than go and take medication afterwards because you have problems. Again, IBS is not just intestinal tract. You might have you might have a natural birth, lots of good probiotics, lots of good things in life. And for some reason or other, you had to take antibiotics, and you, as an adult, for one reason or another, you might be a stressed person, you can't cope with life for any reason or another. IBS is not a one answer fits all. And again, with craniosacral therapy, with the method I use, NAET, which is for overreaction to food, I have found that the life of the people that I've seen have changed in positive way. So again, just just look into what it is that you need, and but it's just to also literally to give some answer, give some support, give something for the new generation to start with in a good way. So in 20 years time, we will have less IBS, we will have less IBD, and we will have less problems there.